And we are live for Hashing at Space. Welcome. If you are watching, then let us know who you are and let us also know where you're from, because we want to know what countries are watching us here live at the webinar. And well, we have some good news, of course, because we have coming up, it's coming up, right? The login ads. And well, I'm going to show you that, of course. And well, we have Kay in the house and we have Ferry in the house. So the whole team is, well, complete. And of course, we are going to jump on to every panel right here. So I will start with Kay. Kay, if you can tell me and everybody who is watching who you are, and well, you know what to do.
Of course. Can you hear me? Obviously,
Yes.
you can hear me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hey. Have a nice evening, everybody. We're here again, talking about Hashing Ad Space, about the latest news. Conny did already a great introduction, of course, like she does always. Well, what could I say? I mean, we will be talking about the latest video by Luke, which is a very exciting one about the login ad development and about the asimi burn. And I think we will just have a great time for the next 35 to 37 minutes or so. And yeah, we will see how many questions and which questions come up, and I hope we have a great time. So I give it on to Conny again.
Well, that's great, Kay. Nice to have you again here on the panel. And well, next to him is Ferry. So Ferry, go on.
Hi, I'm Ferry. Yeah, what can I add to this? Everything is already said what we are going to do. So yeah, let's just have some good information and some good chat, and hope some questions will get up. And if no questions are there, we are also happy, because then everybody understands what is already happening. But always questions will come. So yeah, I would say, Conny, let's go.
Yes, let's go, guys. Well, Thomas Grant is in the house. He's from Australia. Welcome, Thomas. Nice to see you over here. And if you have any questions, then please don't hesitate to ask anything you want to. Well, let's get started, because I'm going to share my screen here. And I hope is it there? Yeah. And I need your help, guys, because one of you guys needs to tell me that if I make my screen bigger, if you can still see anything, but I can't see you, so I need to hear you, okay? So let me share, and let me make it a full screen. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, guys, we have driving asimi with login ads. That's new, coming up, so very excited, of course. And well, the exciting part is that when the login ads are coming up, and we can all purchase them, of course. But the exciting part of that is that when you purchase it, it will be, well, running for a whole day, for an entire day. So it's very excited that if you are going to get that, your ad will be listed the whole day, okay? So that's very amazing, of course, and well, it's increasing the company ad sales revenue, of course. And if you are a sales agent, you will get 10% commission of all the referrals purchases. So that's really amazing too. Well, of course, what we all have been waiting about is the asimi burning, and that's coming up too. And it will decrease the asimi circulation supply. So that's what it means in burning. So if you didn't know what that was, that is just going to decrease the asimi. And what are they going to do? Well, they're going to do 90% of the login ad revenue, they will be burned. The other 10% is for the commissions for the referrals, of course. And well, this is really amazing. As you can see in my screen, I already tell you this. This is amazing, because that means that the asimi is going to help everybody here in Hashing at Space in, well, making a business for yourself. So that's really, really amazing. And the other thing is also that with the asimi burning, it's also possible with the login ads to get them with Bitcoin. And what are they going to do? They are going to turn the Bitcoin that we purchase our login ads for into asimi, and all those asimi that they purchase for that will be burned too. So that's really amazing too. Well, and of course, the public wallet will track the progress. So it's really amazing that we have this, guys. If there's something you guys want to jump in with, then please don't hesitate, just do. Well, this is really an amazing thing, guys, because as we all know, the asimi is already going to be, going up. Everybody knows that. So let me stop my sharing here. And let me get myself. So can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. So, as we already know that Hashing at Space and Luke and everybody who is working behind the scenes are all busy, not working for themselves, but working for you guys. So Luke is very busy doing things in the back, and everybody has questions. And I was hoping that you are all going to ask these questions here in the live, because we can help you now, straight on. You don't have to wait for an answer. So, the asimi is going to be burned, and we can get these login ads also for Bitcoin. So if you don't have enough asimi, you can just purchase them with Bitcoin, and that's really amazing that they are doing that. Because that means that they can transfer the Bitcoin to asimi, and all 100% will be burned when it's transferred to asimi. So that's what Luke said. There was one thing I wanted to know, and maybe you guys know that. That is that if 100% from purchasing that for Bitcoin is going to be burned in asimi, where is the 10% going? Kay, do you know that?
That's a really good question.
10% from the commissions for the referrals. So how is that going?
Is that a question that you really want to ask me, or do you know the answer?
Well, I don't know if you know it, but that's what I was thinking when I was seeing.
No, the thing is, as far as I'm concerned about this, the commission will be taken from the revenue, of course. So if let's say 100, just a number, let's say 1,000 asimi is the revenue for login ad day, for example. Then 900 asimi would be for the burning, and 100 asimi would be for the referring sales agent.
Yeah. If you watch the movie correctly, then he tells that first thing is that 90% will be burned.
Yeah.
And that's when you get it with asimi. But when you get it with Bitcoin, he's going to burn 100%. So where's the 10%?
I think it's
Do you know?
I think it's a small mistake, because I think he means 100% of what is going into the company will be burned.
Okay.
Of that login, yeah.
Possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, because I was watching the movie and I was like, okay.
No, I think that was something like he said a little wrong. I mean, he just wanted to say, I think we will not keep any Bitcoin, and we will not keep any asimi for the company from that revenue sale. Just everything for the sales agent and everything for the burning. So 90% for the burning, 10% for the sales agent. But nothing will be left over from this.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Thomas has a question. How does the burning work? Well, it's just
easy.
Decrease from it's just a decrease from the asimi. So
with a lighter.
No, it's basically technically really easy, because there's I haven't found it. I haven't looked into this myself, to be honest, but I had someone explain it to me. There's really like one button in the Waves platform that you can just click on, and then the tokens or the coins or whatever you want to burn is just faded away, and that's just gone. You can never retrace it anywhere. So it's really like putting or pushing a button and burn it, like taking a dollar bill and lighting it with a lighter, and then it's just gone. You cannot use it anymore. But I have to be honest. At the beginning, when I heard someone comment, I guess it was in the first audit that Luke made in the Facebook group, when he was asking questions about what we want to see, new features and stuff in hashing Headspace. Someone suggested, why don't we make some sort of token burning? And I was just like, is that guy crazy? I mean, asimi, why should we, this really lovely token everybody wants to have, why should we have a burn in this? I mean, what would that be? And then Luke replied to that comment and then actually said like something like, oh my god, that's really a good idea, and maybe we will think about that, and maybe we have a talk with our economists and stuff. And I was like, okay, if Luke says asimi burning couldn't be such a bad thing, maybe I have to rethink it a little bit. And yeah, obviously it makes sense. I mean, it's really a reducing of the available tokens, of circulating tokens. And if the tokens are reduced, the remaining tokens become much more worthy. And that makes sense, of course, in the long run. And I just wanted to add here, for the guys out there that just like always want to have immediate success from like overnight, it will not happen, not even with the asimi burning. So when that actually then one day really starts, I guess it will be in 1, 2, 3 weeks or something in the next weeks. It will not happen that because of the first asimi burn, that on the next day the asimi will just rise through the roofs. That will not happen. But on the long run, if we do that, and if the company continues doing that for the next, let's say, 6, 7, 10, 12 months or so, that will of course have a real impact on the circulating tokens. And then the remaining tokens, of course, become much more valuable for everybody who wants and who has to need and who has to use.
That's because you have less tokens, so that's why they getting more in value.
Yeah, it's like you have the same amount of people who want to use asimi, but if you have 5 asimi, for example, everybody could have 1. If you have 1 asimi left, these exactly same 5 people will have to share those 4 asimi then. And if you have only 3 asimi left, still 5 people would want these 3 asimi, and of course they become much more valuable because they have to feed those 5 people. I guess that could explain it a little bit.
Yeah, that's really good. And Ferry is gone. I don't know where he's been, but he will be back. So, and Thomas has another question. He says, is there any news on when the asimi will be on the other exchanges? Do you know anything about that?
I mean, not exactly. I mean, we have the news already from Luke that it will happen. We're considering. We are considering very closely, I guess it's 1 or 2 exchanges right now that we will find out which one is best for us. I mean, this is also a process. We just cannot say, hey, we want our token on Binance, and then everybody says, hey, why not? 2 weeks earlier, Binance and every exchange, they have certain limits that you have to have a certain trading volume, and the token has to be basically...
Yeah, that's true. It's about the trading volume, right?
Trading volume, and it has to be something like established in a certain community already, and then we can go to an exchange and ask them for listing our token. It's not like we want and they just say yeah, hello. It's we have to ask, and then they say yeah, basically yes or no, and that's what we're working on right now. But it will come, and that's also something I didn't understand in the beginning, to be honest, why that should be necessary to have other exchanges. But it is necessary because then we have just a wider audience that can see our asimi, and that then they can see the trading potential, and basically what with Bitcoin or with any other cryptocurrency happens right now can be done with asimi then as well. And this is a great thing in the future then.
Yeah, that's really great.
Hello, Ferry again.
Yeah, I was gone. My internet was not working, but I understood the story, because for sure traders, they don't like a small amount of a token. and it needs to be established. So they start trading after 30 days minimum normally with a certain volume. So that is a story which you can almost see with every trader, that they don't want to have something which is just started, but asimi will grow.
I mean, I would do the same, to be honest. If I was a trader, I also wanted a coin or a token that has some history already. And since we're really, really very new and it's starting to increase in value, what is it, like 3 days right now? And it's always still going up and down, of course, but it obviously is writing the story itself right now. So I think we will have a great future with exchanges and with other platforms where the asimi can be traded. And yeah, so should it be. It's nice.
Yeah, and it will be keep on going like that, because Bitcoin is going up and down, and the asimi is going up and down, and everybody in the community and in the decentralized exchange that, we all members who are using the asimi are going to work with the price, because we never know. People ask me, how much is one asimi? How much is my stake worth? How much this and how much that? Well, I can tell you guys, it's really up to everyone who is working with the asimi on the decentralized exchange. We people are going to set the price, and the market is going to set the price. So nobody knows exactly how much everything is worth, because now the asimi maybe is $50 worth. I just give an example. And in a minute, from now on, then the asimi is $30. So you never know. Okay.
Still great. $30.
That would be nice. Yeah, I'm waiting on that.
It can go down. You never know. So, people, if you have any questions about what the price of the asimi is, just go to the decentralized exchange on the Waves platform and just look it up for yourself, and then you can see what it is on that moment.
That would be the best option. But I also always have to remind people on our Facebook group. So if people are in hashing airspace and they are not in our Facebook group yet, they definitely should be in our Facebook group, because not only because of my daily asimi data posts, which are always at around midday.
And they are always great.
Thanks very much. No, I mean, I put in some work into this, and I really want people to understand what the value is in dollar. And some days I really had a bad feeling when I did it, because the asimi was just very low, and I just don't want these asimi data posts to go against the company. But it is what it is. I mean, we're a community. We if we set the price, we have to deal with it. And another thing I wanted to add here, because of the asimi rise of the last few days, we could really feel it on our own skin, like never before, I guess. What this whole economy really means, and this whole ecosystem really means. I mean, some people, obviously, I heard it. I only heard it from somebody that we have some leader in a group, and he just told his team to start purchasing asimi. And since we're really a small community right now, these few people, I guess it was around 100 to 150 people, started to purchasing asimi on a 1 to 2 asimi basis. Every few minutes, somebody purchased some asimi. So that way, they drove up the asimi price. But some could now say, yeah, so that's manipulated, or this is something bad. But I guess it's really not something bad, because it just shows we are a small community. Everybody contributes to this development of the asimi right now. And what we can see now is very interesting as well, because now the asimi is stronger at least like 5 days ago or so. But now people don't care who brought it up. People just see, oh my God, the asimi is strong. I want in. I want to have my stake now. So this is what really happens here. People, I don't know why that is always. Some people see the strength and the power, even if something is not powerful yet. Like Conny, like Fede, like myself, I consider us as people from the very early stages in hashing airspace, because we just, I don't know, I just had the feeling from the very beginning on, this is something great that we have here. We have our own token economy. We have our own token. I love cryptocurrency in general, and we have advertising, which is also a huge part in my life anyway, and in everybody's lives. We are constantly bombarded with advertisements from anywhere, and here we do it consciously. We watch ads and we get paid for that. I mean, that's really something great. And since we do that, and since we have this this whole system around hashing headspace, we saw the potential from the very beginning. And some people just don't see that potential from the very beginning on. They just want to see something happening before they want to join. And then, since we are now where we are now, we have a rather strong asimi compared to the asimi 2-3 weeks ago. And now people want in, and people want to have their stakes with it, which I would say is a very, very smart decision. Because if you set up a stake on hashing headspace, just because some people might not know, it brings you constantly asimi to your account balance for 365 days. So you will not only get your whole amount of asimi back to your account, but you will get a daily share of the available shared tokens in the whole community based on the ad minter ad views of the previous day. So that's exciting and that's good. And so this contract alone shows that we in hashing headspace have to see it on the long run. I mean, 365 days is a very, very long distance for an online business, because some businesses come and go like on a daily basis.
Yeah.
We are here to stay. And please listen to our CEO, Luke Millard. He always says it, he always closes it in every email and in every video. This is for the next decades to come. A decade is 10 years. So if he's talking about decades, plural, he's at least talking about 20 years. So that's huge in my opinion. And it's just the wrong opinion, the wrong attitude that you could have here if you think like, okay, the asimi is today there and tomorrow there, and if it's not next week at least there, I just will quit. That's just wrong. Keep with us, stay with us, stick with us, watch the videos, read every email, read every watch every video, and you will, I think we will have a great future with hashing headspace.
Yeah, it's very important to know how hashing headspace is working, how the decentralized exchange is working, what the asimi means and what it does and what it's for, because it's for the advertising, you know, because we are watching ads and we have a product, and that product is advertising. And that's really important because everybody in the world needs advertising. So, there's one person I want to say hello to. That's Ludi. She's in the chat. So Ludi, let me know where you are, and let me know how you're doing. And Thomas just asked a little thing. There was a big purchase of asimi when Luke used the BTC to purchase asimi, but I have not seen any more of that recently, he says.
Yeah, we have that question over and over in the Facebook group. It's if Luke says he will do that, he just will do that. But if there's just no advertising revenue right now that he could convert into asimi, he cannot just do that, you know? If there is Bitcoin to convert to asimi, he will do it. If there is no Bitcoin to convert, he will not convert it. End of story. Sad but true, but we're at the beginning, and people will appreciate the advertising space more in the future, and that will happen on a daily basis. And Luke said it already, it will happen on a daily basis. He will every day carry loads of Bitcoin to the Waves decentralized exchange and let it sell these Bitcoin for asimi. And if we're talking about,
did you also notice that Kay is wearing his super shirt?
I'm Super K.
I just wanted to say that. It was really funny. So he's the Super K today. Betty, do you want to add something?
No, the whole story is very clear. And only thing is with the burning, it's not every time the same time it will be burned. Huh?
No.
That is because of traders not to use that certain time for it. So it can only go more up because if traders are going to use it afterwards, they are not going to wait, not being able to wait on the burning time.
True.
That's it. That's it.
Well, yeah, very good to know, of course, because that's exactly how it works. I'm not a real expert on burning on everything, but I know a little bit about it, and I know a little bit how it works. So, I just compare it with the market, you know, just walk on the market. And if you have a store and you have, let's say, vegetables or something like that, then the old vegetables will be gone and the new vegetables will be more worth. So it's, yeah, well, it's just like that, you know?
It's a little bit like economy.
Yeah, it's the economy, right?
Yeah.
That's the way I explain it to my people who wants to know how it really works. So that's the easy way to explain it a little bit like that if they don't know anything about Bitcoin.
Hey, and the thing is,
Well,
for
I don't
example,
have any questions. Kay, do you want to say something?
I just want to say something because I mean I totally tend to over explain some things that I really want other people to understand. But the thing is, if somebody cannot understand burning, it's not a problem. They don't have to understand it. If they just don't want to understand, it's not a problem. Just believe in Luke and believe in the company that they know what they're doing. So if we say it's something good, if that burning happens, then just take it as it is and do whatever you want to do with hashing ad space and with the advertising, and it will all be good for you.
Yeah, that's really true. And the exciting part also is that if we're going to get those login ads, what is amazing, because when we do, we all benefit the whole day in your advertising being on there the whole day. So that's really amazing. Uh, nobody has a company that gives your ad for the whole day, you know. So it's really amazing. And
That's really
we
huge.
are going to get 10% commission as a sales agent, also extra on top of everything. So it's really what Luke is doing is adding more value to hashing at space. But not only that, it's also adding more value to our members. We here, because we
True.
are persons who are working with the asimi and working on the market and on the decentralized exchange, and well, setting up our ads and watching our ads. And well, it's really amazing. I cannot tell you anything about it more because it's just, well, not a company that is gone tomorrow. So you
No.
don't have to be worried about how long it's going to be here, because this is for decades to come. And as you saw the video about the, well, what's it called already? The
Simi driving a Simi into the future.
Yeah, that one. So, well, if you watch that one, that until 2021, he has an agenda. He's working, and he's working not for himself. He's working for us.
Sorry, you mean the roadmap
The
video, right?
roadmap, yes, the roadmap.
Sorry, yeah, we have a
And,
roadmap at least until 2021, yes, but that's not the end. That's just when like the first phase is like completed, and we have this really very decentralized setup that Luke wants to have for hashing ad space, where everybody is able to even stake their own asimi in their own wallet. So we don't even have to interact with hashing ad space anymore when it comes to staking and to sending our asimi to hashing ad space, or to withdrawing our asimi, because we're all holding our asimi in our own wallets then on our own blockchain, which is also a huge thing, which will come, I think it was at the beginning of 2020 or so. So there's really huge steps from a developer and from a programmer point of view. And yeah, I mean, there's just nothing to worry about.
no,
At
no,
least not now.
really amazing what he's doing, and what he's creating here for us, because it's really amazing. He only adds more and more value to the company and to us, for us members, you know.
And can I also add something here again, because I saw it on the Facebook page, I see it sometimes in the Facebook group. It's, I mean, just try to imagine how you would feel if you were Luke Millard. You're working like constantly to make this thing great, and you're developing, you have staff to pay. He has to pay people that work for hashing ad space or work for him, no matter how you want to see that. And then some people just come like, oh my God, that seems like to be a scam. Hashing ad space seems to be a scam. It will be gone. I give it enough 4 months or so, then it will be gone. I mean, that's really an insult. you know. And if you are here, and if you have staked already something, or if you have bought an advertising package or whatever, interacting on the platform, you're doing no good if you are negative. If you have that bad feeling in your stomach that maybe that could be something not turning out so great like you would want it to be, then just watch and observe this thing and see if it really happens what you have the feeling about. Because I would say 90% of those negative feelings will like be kicked in their asses, because we will tell them and we will show them that hashing ad space is the decision, is the real deal for the future. And another guy commented, like, I guess it was 2 days ago or so, because I naturally, when somebody comments something a little negative, I just reply with a very positive comment, because I really feel it. I really feel the asimi. I really feel hashing ad space. I'm talking with you. I'm talking with Luke. This is, for me, this is very real. And then he replied again to my reply and said, like, sometimes I have the feeling you already swallowed some asimi.
Yeah, that's what you did, because that's why you are wearing that shirt.
Yeah, true, of course. I mean, it's the S for asimi.
But I want to join you in your story. What people forget in all the systems they see, I don't see so much programs on the internet where the CEO and the founder and all the people around it are so visually and so present there.
Sure.
If you see other programs, people are coming there and they just join by clicking, and I add myself to it, and there is just some same stuff what is in everything, and that is a scam. You see them just going. It can sometimes be something good, but in this case, where we see, and that's where the first time I saw hashing ad space, I saw these videos, I saw the explanation of Luke, who is really there. He is there. You can just speak with him. You can text him, and he is there. And when you comment to other programs, a lot of times you cannot contact nobody. There, you send a message, and after 3 weeks, you don't hear nothing. Luke is even himself giving information. We are making these videos here. He is sending emails with what he is doing, and he is actually doing it. So I want to join you in this in this text you said, that really people must understand that this is not just something, this is also renewing. Because if you see the word minting, where does it come from? He made it partially himself, like asimi. All these things together is like an economy which is really the whole economy in crypto. You learn about the crypto. People are thought about this, and it's working. And you see also what happened the last couple of days with the asimi going up. It's also what maybe these people already did, because I saw this message in on the Facebook group that they were buying asimi and selling. But it is also what Luke is doing with the burning, with the selling advertisement packs in Bitcoin and stuff like that. This is all helping, because asimi, of course, it had a time that it went down and down and down and down, and now it's up and up and up, and now it's stabilizing to what he set it up in the beginning. So it's back there, and it will grow more and more, and all the plans he made are having its effect. So people must first see it before they trust it. We are the opposite. We see something and we trust it before we see what is actually happening, but we hear what he is saying. And if you know a little bit about crypto, a little bit about economy, then you know what these words mean. And then you understand that this is not that it's like, hey, you will get $10 a day or 1% a day. No, you will get asimi, and you have to do something like minting, and the asimi price will go like this. But if we keep the economy growing, it will only grow. Every economy where you do something and the people are behind it will grow and will raise. And this is what's happening now. And people want now to get in. And it's still time. You can still win and get in because this is bringing something. That's what I want to also join in telling you.
It's
True.
still early.
Of
So
course.
we are in the early stages of a young business,
But
and we are
also,
all helping it to grow.
but it's
So
also original because
yeah, it's really
there is nothing. There's so much new ideas about how to bring it, and there are already companies taking over these ideas. But the originality is here, and this is really something really great.
But
yeah.
I have to say something here, just because I don't want to make people feel like they have to be at the beginning with hashing ad space only to make a profit here. That's not the case, because
No.
the way this system or this company, this platform, this whole economy is set up, is it's never a problem. If you join in 30 years and hashing ad space will be still there, for example, let's just assume that, it's still good, because you will come there, you will need advertising, you will have to pay whatever the currency then will be, probably Bitcoin, probably another coin. We will still convert it to asimi, I guess, and people will still get paid in asimi. And if you get your advertising, and if people earn some money for watching ads, that's basically the system. I mean, that's it's just some kind of bonus that we have right now, and that we will have in the coming months, I guess. If you are here right now, and if you believe in the system, if you help building this system, what we are doing here and what many of us are doing right now, I think we will have like additional beneficial things, like the growing asimi, of course, will contribute to our own income. Because if you watch, for example, view to earn ads 3 weeks ago, and they were like not even cents, probably in some cases, they are now like a few cents, because the asimi rose to a certain level now. So it's never wasted time to watch ads and to earn some asimi for these, because probably the asimi will increase and grow in value, and then you have much more for the same job that you did 3 weeks earlier. So yeah, I honestly say you cannot really lose with hashing ad space, because it's only a little time that you, of course, invest into your own asimi earnings and watching admin threads and stuff. But it's just you can only have benefits from that.
And it's a learning
Don't
platform.
forget
You
to
learn every
also
day
get
more.
referrals from your other businesses.
Sorry, now we had 2 people say something. Connie?
Freddie, go on.
Yeah, okay. It's a learning curve what you have here. This hashing at space. Luke wants us to learn also something, and we learn and we earn, like I said the last time. But we are learning how cryptocurrency is working, and we even see the proof the last couple of days what some things bring, because it's the trading and the advertisement and the burning, all these things together is something which is into cryptocurrency, what a lot of people didn't even know. And now a lot of people who joined hashing at space at the free starting moment, they learned already a lot. But people who get in now and do only the view to earn, they will start with these basics. And for sure, if you are smart and you understand, then you will set up some stakes, because you will always earn and you will always win. And you will, in the beginning maybe, and at some moments when it's going down, you have in your life always up and downs. It will also be like that you have a job and you lose your job, that you will have much more money and you have to pay a lot of more. All these bad things you must see in a good thing. You also learn, and in this way you learn and you get some money. So yeah, this is what I want to add to it. It's really, hashing at space is also like almost a free school.
And you will grow so much if you do your first Bitcoin transaction and you fill in those those letters and numbers and stuff, and you did it the right way, and your Bitcoin finally show up in your Bitcoin wallet, and then you use those Bitcoins for trading for some asimi, and your asimi will show up in your asimi wallet. It really feels great, because this is the power that we should really have with money. And the government, I mean, that's a whole different story, but the government and the whole fiat currency thing, dollars, euros and stuff, of course we are used to that sort of money. But with cryptocurrency, we get that power back to us humans. When we make a transaction and we make something wrong, this money is gone forever. If we do it the right way, we just made an awesome transaction, and it just shows us the power that we have with money, that we should have. We should have full control over money, and with cryptocurrency we have that. And the asimi is just an awesome start in that. Sorry.
Well, it doesn't matter. The nice thing now is that we have the Waves wallet. And in the Waves wallet, when there's a transaction going wrong, then you are not losing your asimi. So that's really an amazing thing in the Waves wallet. So everybody's asking, when is it going to be in other exchanges? Well, I can tell you that a lot of people make mistakes in transferring asimi to the Waves wallet or the other way around, and they did something wrong, but you can always get it back. You never lose it. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys, that I think is really an amazing thing, the Waves wallet. Do you think?
I just don't see a problem. I really don't see a problem with the Waves wallet. I also like it very much, because it's like a learning platform. You do your first transactions. You can do that with the value of some dollars, for example. So if it got lost, or if you just send it to a wrong Bitcoin address or whatever, my God, it's a few dollars. You can really learn with these small amounts of asimi and Bitcoin and stuff like that. And as you said, Conny, of course, if we are on other platforms and we have huge amounts of money to send over and to make transactions about, we have the risk to lose these things, of course. And if we had the learning platform Waves that we can just use here, it's just an awesome thing.
Yeah, we can trace it, because when something goes wrong in transferring, well, whatever you do, we can always get it back, because sometimes people are putting in a comma instead of a point, or maybe the amount of the asimi is wrong, or there's something just not going like this. And you can always get your asimi and get it straight, And when you are going to work with other exchanges, that thing will be gone. Because when you then make a mistake with a point or a comma or whatever you do, or a space, then you just lost your asimi or your Bitcoin or whatever.
Is that because of the gateway address that Waves uses, right?
Yeah.
Because they have like only one address for Bitcoin wallet.
With each other. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why you can trace it, almost everything. You can trace it back, and you can just correct it, and everything will be fine.
But still,
when
please
you're going
careful, everybody.
Exchanges, it's not going to be that way.
Yeah, true.
That is true. But also, when you go to other exchanges, you have so many tokens and all different kinds of crypto that you also must be careful, because if someone says, hey, I see Bitcoin, but it's too expensive for me, I buy Bitcoin Lite, it's a different kind of crypto. So you have a different address also for that. So if you send Bitcoin, send it as Bitcoin to a Bitcoin address. And for example, if you have Waves on your Waves wallet and you want to send it to another exchange, send them to a Waves exchange and not to another exchange address. Because if you send Waves to Bitcoin address, something goes wrong and it will never be there.
I mean, can I try to sum it up here a little bit? I mean, the thing is, please, everybody in cryptocurrency, you have to be careful about what you send to what wallet. I mean, every single letter matters. in the address, in the key, in the private key, in the public key, in the BTC or BCH or LTC. These all have different meanings, you know. So you really have to be careful. And dollars and euros are not cryptocurrency. This is another story. Don't confuse that. So if you want to have Bitcoin, you will have to use your fiat currency like euros or dollars to purchase some Bitcoin. Some people say purchase, some people say trade. You will have to trade some of your fiat currency for Bitcoin, for example. And then once you have Bitcoin, you probably can do other things like purchasing asimi or trading some asimi for, or trading some Bitcoin for asimi then. And then you have to send those asimi somewhere to another wallet. Always be careful to use the right address, which is, for example, if you want to receive money, you have to use the receive address. If you want to send money to another wallet, you have to use the send button. I mean, it's basically really easy, but you have to be careful.
Yeah, and that's what I tell you just yet about using commas or points, because that's really something that people just made a mistake, because on mine, it's just next to each other, those two. So if you don't look and you're going to get a comma instead of a point, then your asimi will be in the air, but not on the exchange or on hashing a space, because it's somewhere else, you know. Yeah. So that's why I always be aware of the point or the comma. So use the point. The comma is not in cryptocurrency.
But again, just be proud of that. I really tell you, people out there, just be proud of that, because you are responsible for your own actions much more with the cryptocurrency, and that not only, of course, bears some risks for us, but it's only a great feeling, because it means basically what you are doing matters. I mean, that's crazy, you know.
You have to check everything, and I always check myself 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. Same with me.
And I have never had any problems in sending a asimi or receiving a asimi or whatever I want to do.
The same here.
I check myself, and every address I use, even though I know it's the same address, I still check it, the first 3 digits and the last 3 digits. And if there are no spaces in there, because that's really important, if there's a space in your address, it will not go through. So be aware and check yourself with the amount of asimi that you are going to transfer, the address where you're going to send it to, and your point or your comma. So that's really amazing. Be aware that you do that, okay? Well, guys, I think we are a little bit on the end. If there's something you want to, tell people, then please do right now.
Yeah, maybe I start again. Just want to say a few last words. I mean, it's Monday now, so we will have our next webinar. I guess it will be on Sunday again, and I'm really looking forward again to this. I really want to remind you, people out there, that there are people on Hashing Headspace, Luke and his team, like we, Conny, Ferry, myself, that are working for Hashing Headspace to make it great. That's just a fact. And if you're just very, very easily being negative or questioning everything, I would really recommend just don't do that, probably. Just think a little more about that, if that's really necessary to make a negative post or to make a spicy comment somewhere. I mean, give it time. Hashing Headspace is here to stay. That's also a fact. And just watch and observe where this road will go, or just be excited as like us and cheer the positivity around, and just be a great contributor to Hashing Headspace into the asimi economy, and you will see it rewards us greatly in the future.
Good, Ferry.
Yes, and I want to add again something to it, because we have every week we have this live. So when we have this live and you have some questions or have some negativity thinking, ask the questions here and not make everybody feeling like, oh, something is really wrong or whatever, because you can just ask the people, and we are here to, at this moment, immediately can answer your questions, and we will be giving you an honest answer to your question, because maybe we can have a question and we are not immediately saying, hey, something is going really wrong, because also we saw that asimi went even a stake for more than 900 asimi. This is also not even a bad thing, because you have the return of stake. So if you are staking and minting, you will always win something there. And you've seen now the proof that the stake went even less than 200 asimi yesterday in a moment. So this will be coming back. And the question what people have, like, will it ever change? You've seen the proof. Not only that, but you've seen that it can go up and down. And this is the crypto economy also. But I foresee for the asimi a future which is really good and can grow. And the asimi you make now will be silver.
Yeah, Ferry.
Oh,
That's really what it
really
means.
good.
Asimi means silver, so that's really amazing. Well, guys, I will add something to that. Just stay on trying to understand what everything is. And you still don't have to know everything. So if you don't know what burning is, it's not really something you need to know. It's just that you know that it's going to help hashing at space. It's going to help the members. It's going to help the asimi. It's going to help everything. So that's what you need to know. And and the other thing I wanted to tell you guys is, if you just started in this and you are going to watch those view to earn advertisements, you're earning some asimi for that. Just stay on doing that and slowly take up the time to learn in the back office what all the buttons are, read what everything is, watch the movies, get on the Facebook group, really important, because we have also very much information over there, and stay positive. So if you do that, then we are all going to grow and we are all going to make a great business over here, guys. Well, I wanted to thank Thomas and Ludi for using the chat, and I hope you will do that next time. If you have any questions, then please come on in the chat for next week. And also, even though you're not asking any questions, just let us know who you are and where you're from, because it's very nice to see who is really in and who is watching us here interact with each other. So guys, this is it for our webinar today, and I hope you will be there next Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Eastern Summertime, and that's in Europe. So I will say it again for the people who didn't know that. And I hope I will see you, of course, the next time. And for now, I will say have a great Monday, and I will see you the next time. Bye.